What you're about to hear is the story of a man. The story of one man living in a world ensnared by the Timberlakes and Spears of pop culture, who found rock in the most unlikely of places. This is the story of a man, a myth, a guitar hero.
Oh, you talking about Cash Paige?
Cash Paige.
Cash Paige.
Cash Paige, you mean the Mighty Duck? The one-man band, the main event, the big show?
I knew Cash Paige was gonna be big,
Charles, Chaz, Chuck, Willie.
but I never expected exactly what happened.
Oh, we ran the gamut on his nicknames because he did it all. Cash Paige was a real American icon.
The flight towards fame for our guitar hero, Cash Paige, all began with a special visit from St. Nick.
Well, I guess you could say Guitar Hero has always been inside of us somewhere. Just didn't really emerge until about freshman year of college.
Well, Joe brings back Guitar Hero.
That was the year when I got that as a Christmas present from my pop.
So me and Joe were playing, and Cash comes in and goes, I can do that. He was just unbelievable.
Hey, check me out.
His fingers were dancing right up here.
Started to notice kind of patterns evolving, and we started to notice that Cash was a lot better than us.
We did pretty well against each other, but when Cash came in, it wasn't even a contest.
What do you say about putting us on a harder level? What do you say about shutting that up?
As he continued to improve, he met his date with destiny at his first Guitar Hero competition.
We told him, you gotta enter that contest. You owe it to yourself, you owe it to me.
We pushed him, of course. I mean, we knew he could win.
I don't think it was any surprise to us that Cash was gonna win that thing. But definitely was a surprise that it was gonna be the turning point in his career.
A record label executive named Johnny Octane heard about the competition from one of his friends in the field.
I figured he was talking about some no-class nerds just gonna be wasting my time, you know, my precious time.
And he saw him and he knew, and he said he knew the same things we did. He said, this guy's good.
Everyone else was messing up on that one note. I think it was red to blue. I think that was a tough one. But Cash, boom, right through it.
I pulled Cash aside and I told him a little bit about myself.
Everybody was saying, there's a record exec here, you know, watch out.
Told him about my previous clients, you know, Backstreet Boys, Devo, Vanilla Ice, ABBA, the Village People. I said, Cash, let me tell you something. I always carry in my back pocket one thing. It's a record deal. There's gonna be that one. Before I even knew it, he'd signed his name on that dotted line for sure.
Johnny approached me, told me he had this amazing talent. I was like, all right, talk to me. Tell me what's going on. He's like, well, I got this guy that plays this red plastic guitar. I'm like, a red plastic guitar? What the hell is that? This isn't like a kid's show.
In this industry, you never know exactly how something's gonna turn out. And sure, there were a lot of critics. And when we released it, sure as gold. Alternative charts skyrocketed.
Cash's celebrity was simply uncontrollable. Consequent Guitar Hero sales brought the United States out of a 20-year recession.
You know, I've been in this business quite some time, but nothing could compare to Cash Paige.
This kid, on the side of the wall. I saw some fan run up behind him, sponge it up, put it in a cup. I look on eBay the next day, opening bid, $200.
Cash Paige was making money.
You can't walk down the street without somebody sponging up your ass.
Johnny Octane likes money.
Cash Paige really became the Cash Paige disappearing act not too far after he signed that first contract with the suit.
He wasn't around much, and that hurt a little bit.
We used to be in the front row, and then slowly we would be moved back and back.
Then, disaster struck, and who was to blame but the media?
What started it all was he agreed to go on the Today Show. Who the goes on the Today Show?
So Cash, I know you've got a new album out recently.
He's got that bag Matt Lauer. I knew he was gonna pull something, and he did.
Well, good. We'll look forward to checking it out. Playing the real guitar. Would you play a few notes on the guitar for us and just, you know, show the American people what you're all about?
That's a failure on his agent's part for sure.
I always told Cash, you can't play a real guitar. What does Cash do? Tries to play a real guitar.
They got to see that guitar, and they got to be, you know, getting in front of the cameras. They got to be telling him to get off the stage.
I can usually work some miracles. But for what he did, we needed an act of God.
The news spread quickly, and the questioning of Cash's musical ability left him on the edge of a dark depression.
And after that, Cash just went, boom, denied.
You know, we used to joke that the air was too thin way up there on Cash's pedestal, and that eventually he was gonna lose all oxygen, he was gonna fall back down, and when that time came, we would catch him. And that's exactly what we did.
We'll talk all.
We peeled him back up.
Sure.
We brought him, we told him we were there for him.
Are you sure? Okay. Sure I stop. You'll be all right. Find us when you're ready, sport.
The void of Cash's absence left a fortune to be inherited, and it wasn't long before the heir to the throne emerged. This newcomer went by the name of Biff McGugan.
Biff McGugan. Can't stand that little
Biff McGugan was never any Cash Paige.
Does exactly the same thing. No creativity.
You're useless on stage.
If you see him in concert, it's really nothing special. It's like watching your grandma on the computer.
Interviews? What did your agent teach you?
What kind of rush did you get when you played in your first show? To release your first record, taking Cash's fan base?
So when this little McGugan started becoming the big guy, I was like, you know what? No. No, you are not taking the show.
But we knew that Cash Paige would recover.
Prince did it. Michael Jackson came back.
Just like those Yugoslavians knew that Chernobyl would recover.
You need to take that back from McGugan. He does not deserve this.
Cash emerged with the unthinkable, a challenge to Biff McGugan to one epic showdown. Winner takes all.
Biff versus Cash. Unbelievable. It's like fucking Woodstock.
Before the first note, I knew Cash was going to take this home.
That was one of the greatest bouts of guitar playing I've ever seen.
No, he had that look in his eye. It was the eye of the tiger, eye of a champion.
He went out there, blew Biff out of the water.
Biff McGugan and Cash Paige will go down in history forever. I remember on the radio the next day hearing a little, "Down goes McGugan, down goes McGugan."
Cash Paige beat out Biff in what was perhaps the most important scoreboard of all, the heart of the fans.
I'll be totally honest with you here. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I wouldn't think it was too much to say that Cash Paige single-handedly saved the world.
He needed to save us. We needed some saving.
He's touched us all in so many ways.
It's the music. He brought the music back.
Music is a part of all of us.
Something about music, it's got this power. It's got this ability to make us really, really think about life. Cash Paige really kind of reminded us all that we could do that again.
Guitar Hero, a video game. Guitar Hero, a legend.